Hello. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Got ourselves some more live action here on college football revamped, with NCAA football 14 being the original game. This is the mod that allows us to have a team like Old Dominion, which was not in the original NCAA football game, in this college football revamped mod. And they're going to be facing Kent State with a chance to play UConn on the line in the quarterfinals. This is still the round 1 matchup. It's technically a round of 12, not doing 16 teams. This is like the college football playoff. And we've got ourselves the Monarchs and Golden Flashes going at it, and I've been trying to decide what uniforms these two teams are going to wear. Kent State I have decided on. I want them to have the gold pants on with the K-State helmet. That is what the Golden Flashes are rocking, and I'm not sure whether I'm going to go with the navy. The black and black are cool, but the Carroll Hudson blue, the Old Dominion blue here, I think looks sick, and I think I am going to have them rock their alternates in this one. So it's going to be a powder blue versus a white and gold for Kent State here, and it will be played, technically this is supposed to be played in East Hartford. Got it, Cody. Cody's all on board for, I feel like we've had a lot of people, hi Cody, how you doing by the way? I feel like we've had a lot of people pulling for the Old Dominion Monarchs so far, which is interesting. Not a lot of affiliation to either of these teams for many people. Oh god, we gotta even these teams out. Which way do we want it? We want a little bit, you know what, let's even it out this way. Nope. This way. So that's not even, that is. So it takes the highest overalls from each team, I'm seeing. Okay. I didn't really know how it worked, but I wanted to see how it would work. Either way, I don't know if you guys can see. Cody, let me know. Can you see the bracket? If I go to the bracket here, I don't think it allows that to happen in the stream. God, I always disorient myself in this. Whatever. Oh, there we are. Display capture is on top. I don't know. Can you see the, Oh, you can see the bracket. So this is where we are. This is where we are in the bracket today. The whole left side. We decided 2 games last time. We decided San Jose State and Wyoming. The Spartans beat down on those Cowboys. And then North Texas took care of Tulsa in our first matchup, which I was totally wrong, I have to say. This was not a Conference USA matchup. This was actually an American Conference matchup. The Western Kentucky was hosting the game. They had the Conference USA logo on their field, so 2 American teams here. 1 American team survives, but today is CUSA action pretty much the whole way through. Old Dominion is CUSA facing off against Kent State. That's the MAC. First game is not going to be played in East Hartford, even though technically it should be. But UConn's not in the game in the revamped mod, which is sad. Is what it is, though. And then we're going to get Kennesaw State and Louisiana Tech facing off in Lafayette, which is in the game. Finally, we'll get that one to face off against Louisiana, the Ragin' Cajuns from the Sun Belt. These are both Conference USA teams, too, today. So, big day for the Conference USA. We are back at it here, and we're ready to go. The teams are evened out. The uniforms are selected. Let's kick it off. Stadium is going to be... So this actually, technically, I haven't decided yet. It was supposed to be UConn's, but we're going to choose a neutral site somewhere on the East Coast. I'm going to head over to the bowl stadiums and choose one. Detroit is where I'm going to play the regional final after UConn and Louisiana get through the region in the Final 4. Detroit will be the left side's final, and the Rose Bowl is actually going to be the final of the right side, which will be Hawaii and Western Kentucky's regions. But let's play this one. Maybe we'll do the Duke's Mayo Bowl in Charlotte. This is technically going to be UConn's home stadium. UConn doesn't have a conference. UConn doesn't have a stadium in game, so we're not working with much at all, to be honest. I'd like to maybe see if they have, like, New York in here, but I don't think there's a New York. Maybe there's Yankee Stadium. There's Detroit, Pasadena, Arlington. Trying to find New York, or I mean, Philly's kind of close. I guess we could do that, but Army-Navy seems a little bit weird. Actually, if it ends up being Army and Navy in this final, considering Navy will be UConn's representative and Army is going to represent Kennesaw State today, that could end up being the final. We would play it there, actually. That would be pretty cool. But I'm not seeing many other good options. Oh, there we go. MetLife. Let's play at MetLife. That works perfectly. So, MetLife Stadium will host Old Dominion and Kent State. Let's get into it. Waste no more time of yours. I love that. At least we get these fire intros in this game. This game has lasted a long time, yes, with mods, but I gotta say, before the mods, the game was this fire. Yeah, that's absolutely electric. We are here at MetLife Stadium, ready for some college football. It's the Dynasty Decider Playoff Day 2, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me here on the stream. We've got Old Dominion and Kent State facing off. The winner will play UConn here at MetLife Stadium in New York. The Golden Flashes are going to start with the football here. And we had some exciting football Monday night. Really, really exciting first game between North Texas and Tulsa. I really enjoyed what we saw there from those two teams. 24-17 in 5-minute quarters was pretty electric. And then the second game was a bit of a snooze fest, but a good defensive battle for those who cared. Kickers galore, 9-6, all field goals. Wyoming couldn't outlast the San Jose State Spartans. And they will face off in the quarterfinals. It's going to be Hawaii facing San Jose State, and North Texas will head to Western Kentucky for that quarterfinal matchup. That will be played next Monday. But here today, we're deciding this first-round matchup. Just Sean Polk, great name, making the reception for Kent State. Golden Flash is the only MAC representative in my Dynasty Decider playoff. Something I'm regretting maybe a little bit, but Maction is such a staple, such a thing that people love in college football. And they're not going to get the first here. 3 and out for the Golden Flashes. But yeah, the MAC conference is interesting to me when I was choosing teams, because I was like, everybody wants to do a MAC team in their dynasty. They're all great to rebuild. They're all non-Power 5 conference teams. They're all just, teams that if you can get them to be good, they can win the conference and go play in these bowl games against bigger teams, especially with the 12 football playoff. I don't know. The MAC is super appealing to watch. Everybody loves it, but that's why I almost don't want to do it. I want to create my own story here. Old Dominion's a perfect example of that. Conference USA haven't really had any success in Division I just yet. They've been okay, but, they're in a college football hub spot in the East Coast, and I like everything about them. These uniforms are beautiful, by the way. Absolutely electric. And, the Kent State Golden Flashes, being that one MAC representative, bringing the MACtion to this game, they are terrible in real life. The worst team in the MAC last year. And I love their logo. I don't know what a Golden Flash is. It looks like a bird, an eagle, lightning bolt, all combined together. And that's sick. I don't know. I just really wanted to have Kent State be our MAC representative after going through the conference. Take a bad team and make it one of the best. Akron was another one I was considering, but they just missed the cut. Miami of Ohio, always a very great vibe in the MAC, but they have a good team. They have a solid team, so not too much of a rebuild for what I was planning on doing. Either way, though, Old Dominion's starting to move it now. They're just getting to the 50-yard line, running the ball here, and they're coming right at Kent State after getting the stop. The Monarchs, Blake Watson, coming right at him. 3rd and inches now. And how's everybody doing? Let's start there. How about that? How is everybody doing in the chat today? How are the vibes? How's everybody feeling on this fine Wednesday afternoon here on the East Coast? Great run from Hayden Wolf in Old Dominion. I think I made the right choice with these jerseys, I have to say. Wide open spaces for Blake Watson. Rumbling, tumbling, bumbling for 10 more yards. Make it 12. Old Dominion are looking fire, getting a stop, looking good in these uniforms. They want to play those UConn Huskies in the next round. Well, it will be Navy in this game, since UConn's not in the college football revamped mod, but I think those Navy midshipmen will do a good job of representing my Huskies. Blake Watson off to a fire start to this game. 3 rushes, 28 yards, man. Fire. Loving it. Here he is again. And here come Old Dominion, absolutely coming to play in this one. I hope I get some viewers today who know nothing about college football knowing my channel. 4 wide on the left for Old Dominion, and they're going to go right to it. He's wide open, and he's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Monarchs. What a start. 3 and out, defensive stand, get the ball back, and they run 4 wide to the left. 3 guys create a decoy for the one left all by himself, and he just barely crosses that line. Norfolk, Virginia, stand up, baby. PAT is good, and it is 7-0. Got a guy doing push-ups. Do they not have a mascot? Actually, they don't have a mascot in this game. They will in College Football 25, though. That's where we'd be using them. But Kent State's got to answer now. Good start for Old Dominion. A touchdown, something we didn't see in the entirety of the last game that was played in the first stream between Wyoming and San Jose State. Finally, we have a touchdown, first since the first game. Let's see what Kent State has for an answer. Can the MAC respond? Conference USA putting up points early. If you're watching and you've got access to a keyboard, let me know how you're feeling about all this. Do you like this? The college football Dynasty Decider playoff? Are you having a good time here today? Do you have any snacks on you? What's your situation looking like? Are you enjoying yourself here? I want to make sure everyone that's here is, in fact, doing so with a little bit of enjoyment. Even if you don't have a smile on your face. Maybe those powder blue uniforms can put one on it for you. But how about the boys in gold and blue? Marquez Cooper, 18-yard rush. Here come the Golden Flashes. And we've got some offense today, lads. Bit of a different pace from the last game we all saw together. Here come those MAC boys. That is a terrible play. Right after the big run, Colin Schlee. What a name that is. Colin Schlee. Just running it straight at that big dude for Old Dominion. That's not going to work. No way, sir. Let's see what we got here on 3rd and 13. Are they going to pick it up? Oh my God, he got all but the last yard. Jashawn Polk with another big play. How about Kent State? They're gonna go for it. I knew it. 36-yard line and down by 7 early. You gotta risk it for the biscuit, baby. It's a direct snap as it looks like it's a running back with it. He wobbles a pass over the middle. A tight end catches it. Keenan Orr. Kent State deep into the playbook just on 4th and inches. They could have just fullback dove it up the middle, but why do that when you've got a running back that can throw for a first down? Electricity here from the Golden Flashes. Unbelievable. Here comes the quarterback running at Old Dominion now. It's Schlee up the middle for 10. Down inside the 10, and what a first quarter we've had. Brilliant start to the day here on the Dynasty Decider playoff stream. Goodness. Early in this tournament, I don't have a favorite. That's the great part about this tournament. I absolutely don't have a favorite. I have some teams that I would prefer, but all of these teams have a reason to be my first Dynasty team in college football 25 when I get my hands on that magnificent game, it seems. Everything I'm seeing about it is just perfect, over exceeding every expectation from everyone that's been able to give it a shot. But that's the beautiful thing. I'm just looking for some good football to help me decide who I'm going to use. Marquez Cooper going nowhere, and it's going to be 2nd and 11 now. Kent State, see if they can make the most of a really exciting sequence of plays to get them down inside the red zone. Here at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Day before America's Independence Day, we're playing in, well, New Jersey. But I was going to say the Big Apple. We're close. We're close. Anybody in here got any fun plans for the 4th of July? Or just want to say hi? Well, let's all just sit in silence and watch some good football here. That's a nice ball there. Not going to get enough yards. 4th and 3, they are going to bring out the field goal unit this time. I do respect that decision to get some points on the board. Don't want to waste this drive you've been on. Get right back in this game. Make a stop, you come back. You can take the lead with a touchdown next time. So I respect the decision. Let's see if their defense can do something now, though, because Old Dominion ran right through Kent State that first drive. And they're going to get the ball for a second time here as we see 3 minutes and 53 seconds to go in the second quarter. The Monarchs are going to get going here. Looks like Lamarian James is shaken up there. Haven't seen any injuries in this Decider playoff yet. But I'm loving the action so far in this one. Monarchs not going anywhere on the first play. Tried to take it out wide, and Kent State sniffed it out. Savon Taylor Davis. Oh my, Cody. Is it all MLB stuff that you have to edit? Is it all Rocks content, I'm assuming? This is better defense. 2 negative plays for Old Dominion to start this drive. How about that? After running all over the Golden Flashes in the first drive. Getting down that field. So far, nothing happening this one. Both teams starting to figure it out. Figure each other out, that is. Third and 13. Old Dominion are gonna pick it up. Jordan Bly, toe tapping down the sideline. What a beautiful catch. $73 yards for Old Dominion, 74 for Kent State. Old Dominion takes the lead in that area on this 3-yard rush by Blake Watson. And they're just going to move it down the field slowly so far, but they're doing it. I have a feeling I know what kind of surprise we're talking about, Cody. I'll leave that up to the viewers to figure out. But I just have a feeling. Just a hint of a feeling I know what you're going to be doing. Content for, editing for. Good run here, running over people. Old Dominion's Blake Watson has been an early candidate for player of the stream today. 6 rushes for 53 yards and a receiving touchdown for the Old Dominion running back. He's been all over it. And you gotta remember, all these names you see are pretty much all are names that you might see in college football 25. So if we end up using one of these teams, if one of them ends up running the table and winning it all, Nico Bolden, 5 tackles. Could be names you see in college football 25. Obviously, if they're seniors, I think this was the spring roster, so they would not be in the game. But as we saw in the last stream, Oscar Attaway III from North Texas, who was all over Tulsa. Hold on, big run here, quarterback. Moving not so fast, but who cares? Down inside the 10, and it's 1st and goal. But yeah, Oscar Attaway is a sophomore, so he'll be a junior in college football 25, and I'm assuming he will be in the game, so that's the kind of thing that gets me excited. We're kind of seeing a preview of what we could get. Hayden Wolf on 1st and goal. You got to throw that away. Takes a sack. The clock runs. You're down to the 11 now. You were at the 8. And 2nd and goal here. They're going to do a delayed handoff. Breaks a tackle. Back to where they started pretty much. Going to be 3rd and goal from the 7 for the Monarchs. They can take a 7-point lead here if they don't convert on 3rd down, but going up 14-3 with a minute left in the 2nd quarter right now, knowing that Kent State started with it and they're going to get it back, would be huge. And it's a bad pass. Antoine Richardson probably could have picked it off, swats it down, and Old Dominion will take their 3. That could be a big play to keep the Golden Flashes in it. Kick is up. And from this angle and on the scoreboard, it's good. 10-3. Old Dominion has the lead right now. And things aren't looking super good for the MAC as we stand. Kent State are the MAC's only hope. You got guys running into each other on the kickoff. Gets enough yards, though, and Marquez Cooper is over the 25, down to around the 26. With a minute left here in the 2nd quarter, Kent State has all 3 timeouts. I can imagine they're going to be using them and doing a bit of hurry-up on this drive. Let's see what Schlee has to offer here at quarterback. He's going to drop down and run. Here he goes. Schlee to the outside. Across the 40, Colin Schlee. Calling timeout and starting off the drive with a bang. You get into field goal range, you put yourself in a great position to start the 3rd quarter here if you're Kent State. Completion to the outside, and the clock's going to continue to run, so another timeout for the Golden Flashes. Colin Schlee, 6 for 6 so far. Colin Schlee winds it up and throws it downfield. That should have been intercepted by no longer Philadelphia Sixer Tobias Harris. Colin Schlee with his first incompletion was a true deep shot. Real risky pass. But they will survive the chance, and that's a terrible idea. 3rd and 5, he runs it. Pulls it down, and Old Dominion's out of timeouts now. They know they're going to get it back, and they have 47 seconds to work with it. At most. But my God. We have a chance for Old Dominion to open this up if they can find a way to push it down the field right here. On the punt, they're going to get it over the 20, and with 39 seconds to go, I want to see what they do. They've got no timeouts. They can hurry it up. Clock stops in college after every down. So let's see. Let's see what happens. Play clock's down to 4, so it seems like they're just going to run it out. Yeah, they are. Oh, big run. I would love to see them hurry it up and take a shot or two to the sideline. And they just might. Blake Watson's had an outstanding first half. Here comes Old Dominion with 30 seconds to go. They are going to pass. Take a little bit of a shot. Jesus, they have been taking some chances over the middle, deep. No interceptions for either team yet, but some chances to do so. That could have been big for Kent State. Wow. Third down now. 22 seconds to go. If I was Old Dominion, I'd run the ball right here and call it a half. Let's see what they do, though. They are going to get the completion. He's down inside the 40. Clock will stop until the ball is snapped, or at least until the team is set. Chain gang's moving. Clock's running. Old Dominion might get in field goal range here after all. Oh, it's over the middle. They can go and spike it maybe. 8 seconds left. Old Dominion making some noise here late in the second quarter. They are going to spike this ball, I think, and take their 3 points. What an amazing turnaround. One that I did not foresee. Where's the kicker? What are you doing? Old Dominion with 4 seconds left has chosen to throw it to the end zone. I don't know if they have a kicker that can do it. Shot taken! And he drops it on the goal line! Unbelievable action to end the half. Oh my god, I thought he had it. Beat his man down the seam. Old Dominion. Pass is dropped at the goal line to end the half. What could have been a big change in this game. Kent State is gotta be thanking their lucky stars right now. They're gonna get the ball back to start the half, down by 7. It could have been 14. Huge moment in the game. Who's here? Who is here, and does anyone know nothing about college football and want to learn? I'm willing to teach. Let's start the second half of this first matchup. 10 points for the Monarchs, 3 for the Golden Flashes. And turns out I was wrong. I don't know. You know what? Maybe my football brain is still developing towards the fall season. I'm still in baseball mode. Kent State started with the football. Why would they get it to start the second half? That was stupid of me to even think. Now I understand why Old Dominion was taking the shot. They get the ball anyways to start the third quarter here. And they're going to start off with a shot again. Should have been picked. This is just risk-taking action back and forth. I keep thinking it's going to be picked off, but all defenders in this mod have bricks for hands. And Old Dominion still has the football. Run it with Blake Watson. That worked all first half. And he gets him 12 to start the second. Oh, the big man with the run. Is that a fullback? Is that a tight end? Zach Kuntz. Great name. Wonder if he has any relation to Rusty Kuntz. Old Dominion. Not making it easy on me saying these names on the stream. But that is his name. I'm not going to give him the... Oh! I'm not going to not say his name. What a play there. The triple option with Zach Kuntz. Blake Watson. Moving it. Blake Watson has been MVP of this game for Old Dominion so far. Absolutely dicing up the Flashes, who are golden. Hey, Golden Pony Boy. 13 first downs for Old Dominion to 5 for Kent State. That's wild. Time of possession definitely in the favor of the Monarchs right now, especially with getting the ball here to start the second half. Good drive working. They're going to go out wide. Toe tapping. Isaiah Page stays in. Old Dominion in the powder blue. Making it count right now. Cody with a fantastic line from pretty much every EA football game. I swear Brandon Godden's telling me, well, if DBs could catch, they'd be wide receivers. And then there's a chuckle or a pause of where I'm supposed to laugh every time they say that line. Sometimes I do, because goodness gracious, Kent State should have the football. Should have picked off the first pass of this drive, and yet here come those Monarchs. On third down, Allie Jennings the third over the middle, picking up just what they needed. You need 6, you get 7. Hayden Wolf, methodical, but doing a job today. Hands it off to his main man, Blake Watson. Up the middle for 8. And they're taking time off of this third quarter clock. Over 100 yards rushing now for the Old Dominion running back. And they are inside the 25 now, with just under 3 to play in the third. Wide open is another man on the outside. Inside and around the 10 is Javon Harvey. Here we go, Old Dominion. Great band. Would love to see Old Dominion live. If you like country music, or if you like good summer vibes kind of music, I feel like Old Dominion's very similar to Zach Brown Band. And the pitch here on the option, as we talk about country music, Keyshawn Wicks, I thought he had some room to go to the end zone. Old Dominion runs some nice plays here, looking good, having fun on offense, and Kent State can't stop shit right now. 4 wide on the left side. Old Dominion trying to run that play again. It's a quarterback draw. What a risky play. Looks like he broke his neck, but he's fine. Hayden Wolf is up. He's got 8 rushes today. And it's going to be 3rd and 2. Hayden Wolf. He's going to pull it down, and there is years of space for him. 4-yard touchdown run for the Old Dominion quarterback, who's taken this game and just taking it. 17-3 it's going to be here. Absolutely taking care of business on that drive and controlling it now. 2-score game, the Monarchs lead. And that dude did not have a body for a second there. All kinds of fun things here in the mod. Golden Flashes need to answer. The Golden Flashes need points on this drive. I would say that they absolutely need a touchdown. And you know what? With 5-minute quarters, I'd probably be absolutely right. I can say that I'm sure there's crazier things to come in this playoff, but yeah, if they don't score a touchdown here and they go into the fourth quarter down by probably 11 or more, if they get a field goal, it's not looking good. Definitely not looking good. And it's not looking good right now, so let's see what happens here on 2nd and 13. Pulls it down, had the option, had the pitch to the left, and he just can't get it off. Colin Schlee not doing enough in Old Dominion. Starting to flex their muscles in a game where the overalls are exactly the same for both sides. The Monarchs are truly coming to play today. I'm telling you, it's got to be those uniforms. Those are some of the fucking best uniforms in this tournament. Absolutely, hands down. Some of my favorites. Pump fake to the outside. Schlee over the middle. Needed it. And Old Dominion had 3 guys there. Picked off, and Old Dominion takes over the first turnover of the game. It's Terry Jones for the Monarchs. And those cardiac kids in powder blue from Norfolk, Virginia are truly in command of this game with 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Can only imagine any kind of points here for Old Dominion. Starting in plus position would end this game. What is Hayden Wolf going to do? Right to the outside and right across that first down line again. They are dominating right now. Kent State has not been able to answer them on offense. Old Dominion has gotten the perfect amount of breaks, and they're executing. Shout out Nico Bolden for 10 tackles in a game in 5-minute quarters. Really all over the place. Blake Watson, right around the Golden Flashes to the outside. 12 more for the Old Dominion running back. 115 on the ground today. Wolf is back. Pulls it down again. This kid loves to run. To the outside. He's got tons of space. Hayden Wolf to the end zone. That could do it right there. Old Dominion. Hayden Wolf. Those Monarchs looking real fine in powder blue right now. The shiftiness. The joystick ability to run from Hayden Wolf. Putting up 23 in 3 quarters. Old Dominion has absolutely come to play today. A reminder as we look at the score, Old Dominion and Kent State are completely even overall-wise, top to bottom. That's an option in this game. It's always been an option, and it's a good one. But that's how I've wanted to decide this tournament. We're simming the game, so we might as well make the teams even since I'm not playing and let the computer decide who wins. And today here at MetLife Stadium, Old Dominion, barring a Kent State miracle, up 24-3 right now and looking like they're going to be playing UConn in the next round. Oh, here we are, start of the 4th quarter. I've been taking a break to look at my phone for a second. Been really enjoying this action, though. There have been some high leverage plays, and all of them Old Dominion have executed today. Country music is standing up right now to the action. I love Old Dominion music. Julian Edelman is absolutely punching air right now. Former Kent State quarterback Julian Edelman. Surely punching air somewhere. His team has, his school has not come to play today. Not yet, at least. I think there's a sliver. Tiny little bit of hope for Kent State. They need to score probably in the next minute. And then we can start talking about scenarios. A little bit of glitchy tackle, but 15 yards and they're heading in the right direction. Colin Schlee, that was a big interception. Even if that ball went incomplete, they were still going to be in the game at that point, but the interception set up Old Dominion in plus territory. And Old Dominion put the points on the board. They have every drive. 4 for 4 in points is Old Dominion in drives. 3 touchdowns, 1 field goal. I think this might be Kent State's 4th drive right now. It just hasn't been good enough on offense, but this has been their best drive so far. Down inside the 30 now. Not going anywhere. This one's looking all but over here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is where I'll play the next one. Practically a home game. This is Stores South for UConn, so keep it that way for quarterfinal matchup, which will be played next Wednesday. And right now it's looking like you'll be seeing Old Dominion playing the UConn Huskies a la Navy. Yikes. No hands. Yep. That should do it right there. We are going to watch until the final whistle in this one, but this game is looking very much decided right now. So let's talk about something else. Let's talk about something else. How about I start my U.S. men's national team rant as a channel that has focused primarily on FIFA/FC24 for the duration of my channel so far, this being the first college football content I've come out with, which I'm very excited about. Very excited about. I will say, let's talk U.S. men's national team, and let's talk about it aggressively. Maybe not aggressively, but I feel like I should be so passionate about it because, speaking of golden asses, Cody, referencing the Kent State Golden Flashes, the U.S. men's national team golden generation is failing. They're failing. This is it. I'm not saying that this is 2026, but we're supposed to be in the middle of something that has been building at this point. This team's not been together for 1 or 2 years. This team's been together for their whole lives. All of these players know each other, and my issue with them is that they're just too comfortable. They're not upset with winning. I was talking to my friend Cam about this after the game Monday night. My biggest issue was watching the interviews after and seeing Christian Pulisic, the captain, Tyler Adams, Matt Turner. They're all not pissed off. I want them to be like grass coming off of their face, some cuts on their body all over. They got their ankles taped up, they're icing, and they're like, we just couldn't get it done today, as they're fucking crying, or as they're just so pissed and screaming at refs. Yeah, Pulisic was bitching with the ref against Uruguay, but it wasn't that game that lost them the Copa America chance. It was the Panama game, where they just completely shot themselves in the foot with an awfully disciplined moment where Tim Weah got sent off. And this team just is so comfortable with whatever happens. It's like mental health has become the most important thing for these players, and it doesn't matter if they win or lose. All that matters is that they're happy and that they can move on to their next thing. And that's not how United States men's national team players have ever been. We've always been fighters. This is the best team we've had by far, talent-wise. No question. And they're getting knocked out of the Copa America when they host it because they have no freaking backbone. They're talented as hell, but they're so comfortable with whatever happens. They get pissed off if they don't get things to go their way, but then they just move right on. They don't try to, like, nothing changes. And Greg Berhalter, I don't even really want to talk about him. It's the most obvious decision ever where he should be fired. He has just completely lost the culture that should be. It should be better. Anyways, Old Dominion ran out the clock nice and quickly for us, so my rant didn't last that long. Thank God. I was starting to get bored of talking about soccer when we're watching college football. But two things that have very similar feels. Honestly, I could go on for hours about that. Really very similar cultures and vibes. Just a different American twist and feel to ours here in college football. Old Dominion, the Monarchs, survive Kent State. They don't just survive, they smashed them. The powder blue uniforms were the right decision for them today. The Golden Flashes did not come to play at football. Unfortunately for them, the one representative from the MAC are out. Hayden Wolff, who is a sophomore scrambler, as I could tell from watching that game. He was brilliant today. Player of the game for sure. Blake Watson was great. Don't get me wrong. 18 for 139, and he added a receiving touchdown on 2 catches, but how about Hayden Wolff starting us off today with a brilliant 149.8 quarterback rating, 13 for 18, 127 and a touchdown, no interceptions, no turnovers, and he added 10 for 64 with 2 rushing touchdowns today for the Old Dominion quarterback. Definitely your player of the game, and so far, I would take that performance over Oscar Attaway's. Hayden Wolff and the Monarchs have been the most impressive team so far. Even though everybody's even in this tournament, we've seen now 6 teams. That was by far the most impressive performance. But now it's time for matchup number 2. Head into exhibition. But let's back out for a second. And I want to see if you can see the bracket. The Dynasty Decider playoff bracket. I need this stream to catch up on my end that I'm watching so that I can see if you can even see this or not. Alright, you can see it. So, Old Dominion wins and will move on to the next round of the Dynasty Decider playoff here to face the UConn Huskies, who will be the home team, represented by Navy. As I said, they're not in the game. They'll face Old Dominion, where we just saw them at MetLife Stadium, close to UConn's campus. And that will be a quarterfinal matchup next Wednesday. Now, one more matchup to decide the full quarterfinal matchups. It's going to be Kennesaw State and Louisiana Tech, 2 Conference USA teams. Kennesaw State is not in the game, and I'll tell you why. The Kennesaw State Owls, for the first time ever, will be in NCAA Division I FBS. They're going to be represented by Army in this one, the Black Knights. They are not in the game because they were never in the game until College Football 25. That's the first time they're going to be in the game. They'll be in Conference USA. Who are they playing? Who am I talking about? Louisiana Tech. The La Tech Bulldogs, who, to me, have some of the cleanest uniforms in all of college football. I think they look fantastic. The red, white, and blue alternates, everything they have, I think looks awesome. So let's see, what colors are we going to put Kent State in? And what I like about, we have all the alternates for Army in here. So Kent State's out. Kennesaw State, let's look at it together, actually. Kennesaw State, who have taken my heart a little bit, because Kennesaw State liked one of my tweets. But let's see their uniforms. They have the gold, they have the black. I love the vibe of this school, though. They have one of the best hashtags, my favorite hashtag of any team in the tournament. You can kind of see their uniforms there. It's not really loading super well, but you kind of get it. We're going to put them in all black, I think. We're going to put them in all black right there. Do they have a different helmet, maybe? A little more Kent State looking. Definitely not the gold. Let's just do all black. All black Army versus Louisiana Tech. Should we do all red? All red versus all black? Why is it not taking me to just a red uniform? Does it have to be that helmet? Let's put Louisiana Tech in their regular away uniforms. I love them. I think they have some of the best uniforms in the game. Excellent logo. Kennesaw State, represented by Army. Let's even up these teams, and this is a good one because I've noticed we've gotten some offense where the offensive ratings have been high, meaning the defensive ratings were lower, even though they've been even, because the Wyoming State-San Jose State game that we played, both teams had a great defensive rating because that's how it worked. This is going to be played at Louisiana-Lafayette. But this game, all the overalls were very even, incredibly even across the board. Oh, there it is. Cajun Field will be hosting these two teams. The Ragin' Cajuns from the Sun Belt are the host of this region, but yeah, baby, La Tech and Kennesaw State, who you're gonna see as Army, are in this one together. Who are some of these top players? We got Crummy, Didomenico. Doesn't matter. None of those players are going to be in game. Some of those guys you might see. T. Harris. I don't know. Let's get into it. Louisiana Tech and Army, baby. Technically, even though Louisiana Tech are the away team, both in this matchup and on the field, this is actually pretty close for them. We're playing in their home state. The Louisiana-Lafayette Ragin' Cajuns as the hosts from the Sun Belt. Kennesaw State and Louisiana Tech of Conference USA. Let's see if Army can represent those Owls from Kennesaw State well here. And I'm very interested to see if Army's going to run the offense that Army would run in real life. A lot of optioning, running. Very interested to see how that goes. I know the overalls are about the same. Already some congestion in that quarterback pocket. Running around, he's going to get sacked. The Bulldogs coming after Bryson Daly early. And I hope that Army's playstyle is not quite represented super well in this game. Just because they're usually not as strong as many other teams, even though they do hold up enough. But let's see what West Point's got here, representing the Owls of Kennesaw State. Second down. They're going to run the ball. Louisiana Tech reads it well, and it's going to be 3rd and 9. Lucky Brooks. Ooh, that might be a candidate for us to go and grab someone in the transfer portal with a name like that in college football 25. What a name. Lucky Brooks. Daly back. Rolling over the middle. He had the first down and he didn't quite get the yards. He was over the line but with no contact. Lost forward progress. And was tackled just short, and they are going to punt. I thought they were lining up to go for it, but Army is going to punt to start off this one. And Louisiana Tech gets a stop on the opening drive. La Tech, the Bulldogs. Smoke Harris. What a name. God, I hope he's not a senior in this one. Smoke Harris returning the kick. And the boys in blue and white get a chance now with the ball. Not doing much with it so far. Parker McNeil stopped. If there's anything Army is going to bring in real life and definitely in this game, is going to be good defense. I'm sure of it. The military academies usually do have very good defense. We'll run to the outside. Also going nowhere. Marquise Crosby. Not much doing. And Louisiana Tech facing a 3rd and 13. Neither team exciting us so far with the football. Defense winning in the first minute and a half of this game. Still very early on here, but let's see what Louisiana Tech can do. They get the first down. 17 yards for Trey Harris down to the 50-yard line. The Ragin' Cajun region, represented by 2 Conference USA schools here, and one of my favorite little details in college football. The Ragin' Cajuns represented by a chili pepper instead of an apostrophe after Ragin, because raging would be the full word. Ragin needs an apostrophe, but who really needs an apostrophe when you've got a chili pepper? Cajun pepper, maybe. You can see it on the field with their giant logo in the middle. Look at it, right there in the middle of the screen, the pepper. It's awesome. It's so cool. Ragin' Cajuns, to me, is the best nickname in all of sports. Not only represents a cultural thing, definitely represents their region well, but also represents an emotion. Ragin'. A feeling. An exciting name that is. One of my favorites. Absolutely one I would love to see us take onto the college football 25 scene, but one of these two teams is going to have a say at what happens to the Ragin' Cajuns in the quarterfinal. Louisiana Tech on 3rd and 18 chooses to run it and gets some yards here. Stiff arm for 4, not 5. Good stiff arm from Marquise Crosby, but it's going to be 4th down for the Bulldogs. Good start to this game defensively. This is the first game out of the first 4 where both teams have failed to score on their first drive. We've gotten a touchdown or a field goal from at least one team in all 3 games so far. Both teams' first drives in this game, no scoring so far, though. Now it's Kennesaw State's turn. I am going to start calling them Kennesaw State, because that is who would be moving on if they won this. God, another big tackle. Brayson Daly going backwards. Army trying to run the ball, trying to run the option. It's not working against La Tech. This one's going to be a pitch to the outside, and backwards they go again. Tyrell Robinson losing yardage. And Army/Kennesaw State have not crossed the line of scrimmage in this drive. Are we going to get 3 straight drives with no points? 3rd and 15 here. Army's got to throw the football. They're going to run it. And they're going to pick up positive yardage, but 11 would have been needed. They only got 4. And they are punting. Goodness. Somebody break through. La Tech on the return. Smoke Harris with a cloud of smoke behind him, but stopped by that Kennesaw State defense. Here comes those Bulldogs. There's some positive yardage. Only 3 yards, but that's about as much offense as we've gotten in this first quarter. Under a minute to go. And it is 0-0. Louisiana State with 2 guys in the backfield. Surely it's a run, and it is. Up the middle and leveled just before Marquise Crosby could get to that first down line. It's going to be 3rd and 1 right around the 50. I can imagine for Louisiana Tech this would be 4 down territory. Going for a run, and it's plenty of open space up the middle for the Bulldogs. 1st down. As the first quarter probably will start to run out. Now they're going to get a playoff again. Let's see what the Bulldogs have here. It seems like they're striking right now. Looking for points. no score. After one quarter, beginning this second quarter, where we started the first. Here in Lafayette, Louisiana, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs with the ball and driving down the field and getting stopped. Good defense. Greg Garner's not going anywhere. Army. Kennesaw State's Army holding strong right now after a bit of a few positive plays from Louisiana Tech, and they've managed to get it to 3rd and 9 here. Big chance here. Big chance for Kennesaw State's Army to get a stop and get the ball back. Still level here. I cannot imagine they'd go for it if it was still 4th and 9. A completion is what you're looking for here. Any kind. Way too much time. He's wide open inside the 15, but there is a flag.
Pass interference. Offense.
Pass interference called on Louisiana Tech. Kyle Maxwell seems to have run a pick play. And the Bulldogs, after a massive play here early in this game, a one that they absolutely needed at this point, it seems, backed up to their own 45. If they can get this inside field goal range, that's the biggest win here now that it's 3rd and 19. They're going to take a shot deep. There is a man, but it's overthrown. And Kennesaw State's Army survive. Louisiana Tech punts. No score yet. Touchback. Barely a touchback. Good news for Kennesaw State's Army. A reminder, the Kennesaw State Owls being represented by Army in this one, since Kennesaw State, as of July 1st, as of 2 days ago, Kennesaw State joined Division I football in Conference USA for the first time ever as a member of the Conference USA, which Louisiana Tech also plays in. So these two teams will be in the same conference. Well, not Army. But look at Army! Positive plays! Awan Marshall over the middle, and Kennesaw State's Army has a first down. Here come the Owls. Running the option, and that is absolutely swallowed. The first yards they actually gained, they give right back. A terrible option play. And Lucky Brooks is going nowhere. Good try to run it to the outside there, and Bryson Daly gets 2. I don't even think he got 2, but the Owls need some offense. We need some offense. Would love to see a huge play, but that's just not their thing, Army. But they're staying in this game. These overalls are even, but Kennesaw State's Army refused to play any other kind of way. Short plays and maybe you break one off. Another stop for the Louisiana Tech defense. Louisiana Tech, to be honest, is one of my favorite candidates in this playoff. I know I don't have specific favorites, like this team I would love more than this team, but there's not a single thing I don't like about Louisiana Tech for a college football 25 dynasty. Absolutely a perfect school for me to start with. I'm not saying that Kennesaw State is not, but here come the Bulldogs through Marquise Crosby. Finally, some open room to run. He's actually had quite a good day, Marquise Crosby. Very good run. But yeah, I love everything about Kennesaw State. They're definitely a worse team in-game, considering Louisiana Tech actually have a good history to them. Actually been a good Division I team for a long time, actually. But yeah, I would take either team, but I really love Louisiana Tech. I love everything about them. Good state for football. Obviously, I have two teams from Louisiana in the same bracket. Good colors, great uniforms. Logo is iconic to look at. It's, you know exactly who it is when you see it. The big T over the L-shaped Louisiana. And they've got a 3rd and 4 here. Just outside of the 35-yard line. Maybe just outside of field goal range. It looks like it's a screenplay. I don't know what just happened. But the Owls, did they just make another stop? Almost. Louisiana Tech is going for it, and I might sit up in my seat for this one. A little bit of high leverage action in the first half. No points on the board yet. Still, Parker McNeil back with it. Scrambling. Kennesaw State almost gets to him. He finds a man downfield, and inside the 10-yard line, it's Smoke Harris. My favorite name from this playoff so far. Finds open space, and what a throw from Parker McNeil. Louisiana Tech looking to strike early. Now they are definitely in field goal range. And a chance to get into the end zone. Up the middle they go. Tons of space for the running back. How far will he get? Greg Garner down to the 2, down to the 1. Over the middle. Had a man open, but Parker McNeil misses him. It's going to be 3rd and goal, and Kennesaw State's Army is celebrating the fact that it wasn't a touchdown with some men open in the end zone there. But 3 men in the backfield here for La Tech. This has to be a run. Tons of room to run. And they close the gap quickly. Could this be a goal line stand? Marquise Crosby. Story developing there. Star running back for Louisiana Tech. Down injured. What's going to happen there? Bulldogs are going to take the points here. I am surprised they're not going for this. Needing 1 yard. La Tech chooses to go for the field goal, which in this game is a big deal. Not a lot of points have been scored so far, and Louisiana Tech's using every second they can get right now, which I applaud. Army wants to keep all their timeouts for their drive, which I also applaud. 2 good decisions here. And the Bulldogs are on the board. 3-0. First team to score in this game is with 48 seconds to go in the second quarter. And the red, white, and blue of Louisiana Tech have the lead here in the final game of the first round of the Dynasty Decider playoff. Kennesaw State's Army coming with 44 seconds to go in the second quarter, seeing how far they can get now. Dropping back to throw, as they have to at this point. Got a man downfield, and that is the biggest play by far for Army today. 26-yard completion. Maybe they should start throwing the ball more. It actually worked right there. I don't think Louisiana Tech could have seen that one coming. And here comes Army. Kennesaw State's Army answering the field goal from La Tech. And hopefully, or maybe, La Tech's worried about just going for that field goal, seeing how they're coming out on this drive. Tons of room in the middle of the field. Here come the Owls of Army, technically. I think the best way I keep saying it is Kennesaw State's Army. Army is going to battle for the Owls of Kennesaw State right now. And Bryson Daly's doing fine. He fumbles the ball! Picked up by his own man. Great job by Shane Buckingham. Team effort all around. This is why you love football. Picking up his quarterback after he fumbled it. You should not be running the ball here if you're Army. Throwing it is Bryson Daly. Got a man on the sideline. It's A1 Marshall. Is that really Army's mascot? There's no way it's a giant horse with boxing shorts on. Anyways, 25 seconds to go. Army's inside the 20 almost. They're running the option, and that has yet to work. You have 2 timeouts to go. You have 1 timeout to go with 20 seconds. Why the hell are you running the option? What are you doing? Finally, they pass it to the outside. That's going to work. Get to the outside. Call timeout. Really needed to run out of bounds there. Poor clock management. And you can imagine they're gonna have to take a field goal here. Game is really struggling right now. Just absolutely saying a prayer for my current Wi-Fi situation. Hoping we don't lose this. It is snapped. I think I'm coming through at a normal rate, but this game is coming through at a whole 1 frame per second right now. Who knows? Who knows what's going on? I don't. I can't imagine this game's gonna make it through. This is not looking good. Well, it's not looking good because I'm not seeing anything. I heard the whistle blow, so I think something happened. Everybody hold your horses. We've got a moment here. So, I'm hearing the music. I'm hearing the halftime music, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing anything happening. So, picture-wise right now, we're still frozen on our quarterback in the middle. And, I don't know what to tell you guys. This is not looking good. Wondering if it's going to make it through right now. And I'm not feeling great about it. How's everyone doing in the chat? Can we do a wellness check on my friends that are with me right now? How's everybody holding up? Because this is not looking great for the state of this game. If this is the case, if this happens this way, I will find a way to salvage it. What's interesting is, if I shut up, you could actually hear the game in the background. So the game is happening right now. The picture is frozen. I might have to quit out of this. Because we want to be able to watch this. I feel bad. This has been going so well for so long now. I kind of felt like it was only a matter of time before something went wrong. Yeah, this game is struggling. Yeah, I'm gonna shut it down. Alright. So here's what we're gonna do. Louisiana Tech had a 3-0 lead. So we are going to return to college football revamped. I believe the stream's still going, so we're gonna survive that. The stream is still alive and well. Everybody, give me some good vibes in the chat. Tell my PC that it's got it. It's got this. It's gonna do it. It's gonna make it. But basically, we're gonna play one half of that game. And we're gonna assume Louisiana Tech has a 3-0 lead. So the end of the first half will be the end of the game, and whatever the score is, we're gonna add 3 to Louisiana Tech. That's how it's gonna work. Not sure why this is looking like it's gonna take so long, but well, let's all look at the bracket in the meantime, I guess. So right now, if the score held, Louisiana Tech would be facing Louisiana, and that is the University of Louisiana-Lafayette Ragin' Cajuns in the quarterfinals. But so far we've seen Old Dominion pound Kent State today. Whew. Excuse me. But yeah. What is going on with this today? I'd love to say it's probably a good idea to restart my PC, but that means I have to restart the stream. Good. Not going super well right now. I can't even close this. Boy, I wish I had a nice PC. It's like nice enough. Yeah, close it. Goodness, that's just struggling right now. Really struggling. Maybe if we close the internet and we say a prayer. I don't know. Maybe I'll put on some music in the meantime. Is there like some non-copyrighted music I could put on? I don't know if any of the... I have a whole playlist, but I mean it's... Let's put it on in the meantime. It's probably not good to run another thing while I'm trying to load up this game. But we are figuring out how to work a PC right now together. That's kind of what's happening. That game was on track to finish right on time. Let's play my college football fight song kind of playlist. I don't know, there's some fun ones on here. You know, it's like, I don't know, how do I get people to come back? Because I cannot imagine anyone stayed through this, but that's fine. We're finishing it. We're doing it. Let's see if everyone can guess what songs we're listening to based on the band. Let's go. Love it. Pretty sure they'll keep my stream up if I play this kind of music. I don't know. Come back in a minute. We'll be going again. Oh yes. Thank you, College Football Revamped. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in business. We're back. Let's fucking go. Come on, baby. Yes. Thank you to all of those people, every single one of them, for their hard work and effort to get us a really good new version of this game. And we're going to be able to survive. You know what we might do? We might do... How about short quarters? Should we shorten the quarters? For anyone that's in here and has an opinion, Cody, if you're still in here, should we shorten the quarters, or should we do 1/2 with 5-minute quarters? What should we do? Let's get those same uniforms on. Louisiana Tech in the white and blue. Army/Kennesaw State in the all black. Both teams even. CPU versus CPU. So this is the decision now. After we get to the Ragin' Cajun field. There's Louisiana Tech's Joe Eilert. To learn how to say that if they win. But I think there was no clear advantage, and we didn't get to halftime. Well, we did technically, and we kind of heard it in the background. You know what? We're going to operate with 1/2. We're going to give Louisiana Tech their 3-point lead, so whatever you see on the scoreboard, Louisiana Tech has 3 more. And by the end of the first half, that's it. So these teams may operate as if it's... these teams are probably going to operate as if it's the end of the first half, and that could hurt them, but... Well, I could also just give the win to Louisiana Tech, but at the end of the day, at least we are still watching this game being played. At least we are still here. Somehow, some way, we have made it back. Welcome. Louisiana Tech starts with the football. And I believe, if I remember correctly, that Army started with the football to start the game. So technically, if the second half were to start in the first game, Louisiana Tech would have started with it anyways. So we're operating with the mindset that it's 3-0 Bulldogs right now. Here we go. Deep shot on the first play. Goodness gracious. All right. Next time, if the game crashes, got to run it in administrator and get back to it quickly. And, you know, got to just prepare for the worst at this point. Roll a little bit of an option play, and the Kennesaw State Army survive. It's 3rd and 12 here to start off this drive. Not a great start for Louisiana Tech. Just upset that moment we had there with my PC might have deterred some people from this. But big run here on 3rd and 12. Kennesaw State's Army is gashed. 17-yard rush for Marquise Crosby. Hello, Baba G. Hello. How are you? Welcome to the stream that is actually working at this point. We are only playing the second half, or the first half. First half of the game that this was being played crashed out. Basically, we crashed out, we restarted, starting from the second half. How are you, Baba G? You are the only one in here right now, I think. Oh. I also miss the Firebirds. I always miss the Firebirds. Nikolai Zivergajins, Azizi Rahman and crew. I'm going away. I'm going on vacation from July 14th to the 22nd. But I can let you know that next week I'm going to start working on the Barrowtown movie, which I will, I'll post that on my community page, but the Barrowtown movie is basically going to be every good moment from the series, all in one video with some cool music in the background. And I did it last year with Battersea. I don't care about monetization for that video. I'll take the strikes, the copyright strikes, just to play some cool music over the video. But yeah, man, that might come out. The Barrowtown movie will probably come out at the end of July. I'd like to get it out before I get back from vacation, just because I want to solely focus on college football when I get back from vacation. Julian Lewis with a 16-yard reception there. Big play for La Tech. But, yeah, so maybe the Barrowtown movie will come out over when I'm on vacation and I can finish it next week. But the Firebirds are definitely going to be represented well there. It was, I keep thinking back, and I've actually gone back and watched some of my old videos in that series, as I recommend you do. Like, it's crazy how many big moments we had, how many game-winning goals we had. I mean, Battersea was one thing. Battersea was fun. It was the first time we did it in FIFA 23, and definitely a lot of late winners in that one as well. It was clutch. It was crazy. But wild. Oh, here come La Tech. But yeah, just so wild. Will you ever make a new career? Oh, God, yeah. Oh, my God. Here's the thing. Kennedy! Yeah, we're talking Barrowtown movie. Hi, Kennedy. Hey, happy belated birthday, my friend. Hope yesterday was a lot of fun. But yes, we were talking Barrowtown movie because basically it's you'll see, go back and watch the Battersea movie if you haven't seen that. But basically it was every moment from the Battersea series over some copyrighted music. But I'm going to do the same thing with Barrowtown. I'm going to do all of the moments from the Barrowtown series from the start in League 2 all the way to the Champions League final in a movie, kind of like just a recap. La Tech to the end zone. Parker McNeil, 14-yard touchdown run, and La Tech technically takes a 9-0 lead. Add 3 to whatever La Tech had, because we played a whole half of this game on stream. It crashed out, and now it's 10-0. And they were up 3-0 at half. And they would have started with the football at the start of the second half before it crashed out, so technically it would be 10-0 right now. So we'll just let this play out for the first half. After the second quarter ends, that will be the final score. Unless it's tied, then we'll continue to play on until we have somebody score. Hello, Cody Travis. How's everybody doing? Can I please name somebody? Maybe. Is your name Baba G? Anyways, you asked if I'll ever make a new career, Baba G. Here's the thing. I think I may need to make this clear because it doesn't seem like very many people understand. But there's gonna be FC 25 content coming out in September when that game comes out. That's who I am as a YouTuber. That's how I've gotten over 2,000 subscribers now. I owe all of my thanks to the game for giving me the platform to make successful content. And I love the Create a Club series that I've built. FC 25 is probably going to be in Italy. It might be in Scotland. It could be in Germany. Those are probably the final 3 countries. For those of you listening, a little bit of an exclusive streaming gift I'm giving you there, knowing that. But I'm going to make more careers. There's going to be many more careers. I'm probably going to do the Create a Club series and a Spanish League series next year. Those are really my 2 plans that I want to do. I think I have the team in mind for the Spanish League series too. But anyways, Barrowtown movie is going to come out soon, this summer. This summer is going to be all about college football content, though. You got to find a way to get into it if you're not. I swear, it's fun. It's as fun as footy, guys. It's as fun as FIFA. The College Football 25 game that's coming out on July 19th, though, will be the best game EA has ever put out. I'm telling you right now, they're blowing expectations out of the water in the new streams, in the new deep dive reveals that they're doing. It's already surpassing everything Madden has worked for 20 whatever years. Madden is a terrible football representation. College Football 25 is going to be a banger of a game. Oh, God, I thought that was fumbled. Bryson Daly looking to throw it downfield, 4th and 4 for Kennesaw State's Army, and with 1.25 to go, God, I wish they realized they needed to probably go for this, but it is 10-0 La Tech and Army/Kennesaw State. Oh no! You have to go for dinner. Well, I hope whatever you have for dinner is absolutely fucking delicious, my friend. Nicholas, I will do more streams. I will see you soon. Come back and we can talk about maybe putting you in a career. I do kind of want to maybe do that in the next career mode with whatever team we end up doing for content. Whatever team I end up creating. A lot of the academy players, if you recommend a country and you're from that country, and we get an academy player, I kind of want to make them a little bit more personalized. Maybe. That's a potential idea I've had. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But Kennesaw State's Army holding up defensively right now, and they need it. They need this stop right here. Louisiana Tech up 10-0 right now, based on our first try at this. Gonna go for it on the run. Quarterback's gonna get it. Parker McNeil driving a heart into the center of the Kennesaw State chest right there. Chances are still very good. Thank you. Thank you for the like, my friend. I really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. But La Tech are driving it right now, and they can run this one out almost. First quarter is going to come to an end, but let's talk about it as if it was this. This game is all over the place with what we're doing hypothetically. So, this is the end of the third quarter. Louisiana Tech leads Kennesaw State 10-0. That's what's actually happening. Somehow we've pieced that all together. This is the most bananas version of whatever this game could have been. It's supposed to be Louisiana Tech and Kennesaw State playing for a chance to play the Ragin' Cajuns. But Louisiana Tech, to be honest, even with the first game crashing, they were probably a little bit better. Kennesaw State's version of Army has not necessarily come to play today. And I just hope that's not the case for UConn, because UConn's going to be represented by Navy. I might change that up to a team that actually runs more of a traditional offense, because Navy and Army just bore me to death with, well, football-wise, they have brilliant sets. They basically only run the ball, and they can't throw as well as most schools. That's just how it usually goes. And then defensively, they're solid, but all right, there's a little bit of a stop. They're going to need a stop right here. Absolutely. Any more scores for Louisiana Tech, and this is basically over. But yeah, I'm rethinking whether Navy should represent UConn or not based on this showing by Army, because this has been not impressive, really, at all. But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen here? The Bulldogs have definitely come to play offensively anyways. It's not like it's just been Army struggling. Louisiana Tech's driving right now, and they've put up 10 points against a team that has held them defensively pretty well anyways. They're dominating this second game, so I can only imagine what would have happened finishing off the first one. Oh, it's a big sack there. Is there life in this game for Kennesaw State's Army? I wish they knew how much time they actually had, but 3.5 minutes to go, 3rd and 20. If they can get this stop and get it to 4th without Louisiana Tech having to kick a field goal, there just might be a chance. There just might be a chance for Kennesaw State's Army here. 3rd and 20. Can they get the stop? They should. Rolling, throwing, finds a man over the middle, and that is the dagger. Kyle Maxwell with a 23-yard catch on 3rd and 20, and they had the chance. Kennesaw State, the Owls, represented by Army, had the chance right there to get the stop. 3rd and 20, you get the stop. Louisiana Tech punts, but instead they are inside the red zone, 1st down with 3 minutes to play in this game, and that is all but it. The fat lady is warming up inside the 5. Trey Harris. Smoke Harris. Trey Harris and the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs have impressed me. Those good uniforms are not just for show. They've played some good football today. Down inside the 1. Almost. Marquise Crosby stonewalled a little bit. Time's gonna run, but Louisiana Tech trying to punch it in one more time. And there it is. 14 on the board. Louisiana Tech technically making it 16-0 right now. Kennesaw State's Army just hasn't done anything on offense. And even if they did, I don't know if they could have hung with Louisiana Tech today, who have put together some really impressive drives. They never turned it over, and that's the big thing. The teams that have turned it over in this tournament have lost the chance to win. We've only had 2 one-score games, and they were both in the last stream. Today was all about blowouts, though. 2:27 to left, 2:27 remaining in this game, and I can't imagine Army's going to do much with it to make it anything but a blowout. 17-0 Louisiana Tech is your score, with a bit of a technicality. Yeah, just not getting much from Army. What else can we talk about? We're going to move Louisiana Tech on in the bracket after this one, and look forward to our quarterfinal matchups next week, and I will show you the times that those are going to be happening at. But this is it. We got one person in here. Yeah, we're just, at this point, we're just seeing this game out, doing its due diligence. Kennesaw State punts. And this makes me sad. I wanted to see Kennesaw State put up a fight because in the Conference USA, but a member of their conference is going to take them out of the tournament. And we're going to get an all-Louisiana matchup in the quarterfinals, which, to be honest, is actually very cool. The 2 best teams to rebuild in College Football 25 Dynasty in the state of Louisiana are going to match up in the quarterfinals, and that's pretty fucking awesome to me. I am excited for that one. But yeah, in terms of stats, I will sim to the end of this game after the second quarter ends. If Army comes back and wins after I sim to the end of this game, maybe I'll consider advancing them, but this is Louisiana Tech's game. I'll add the 3 points to whatever the final score is as well. If it ends up being like Army wins by 3, I'll say it was tied and Louisiana Tech wins because they won through the first 4 quarters of playing. Still throwing the ball. I don't know why. That's going to be picked off. Oh, well, it should have. Donovan Platt. Bricks for hands. DB language. But, yeah, I'm excited for Louisiana Tech to face Louisiana. La Tech and Lafayette are going to match up. That's going to be a good one. I'm excited. Very excited for that one. Where the hell are you throwing the ball, man? Just run it out. Actually, they are trying to score. Technically, it's the second quarter. But yeah, this one is over. We played the first 2 quarters of this one, and then it crashed. But it was 3-0 Louisiana Tech after the first half of the first game. Second crack at it, I gave them 2 quarters to make a comeback, see what would happen. And Louisiana Tech has done everything well in this game. Defensively, they've been outstanding. Offensively, they've worked it down the field when they've had to. Gonna give it back to Army one more time here. And after Army's drive, no matter what happens, we are going to call this game. I'll sim to the end and take the stats so that maybe we can have a player of the stream. But I think the player of the stream is absolutely going to be Hayden Wolf from Old Dominion anyways. Today's stream was all about the Monarchs. Louisiana Tech, too, was brilliant, believe me. These Bulldogs put on a show and looked very good doing it. But Hayden Wolf was better than whoever played well for Louisiana Tech. I've been keeping track in my own way. And man, Hayden Wolf threw the ball well. He ran the ball extremely well. Army is throwing up all over themselves. Not a good showing from Army today. Which sucks because I wish they were Kennesaw State, but you know what? Kennesaw State will be in future Dynasty Decider playoffs. I can tell you that. I love everything about that school for a rebuild. And there's a chance that if we have time in College Football 25 mixed in with my FIFA content that I will always do, I hope that is reciprocated through my channel, and I need to make sure that's the case. But I'm not done with FIFA content forever. I'm done with FIFA content for like the month of July. While this game comes out. Smoke Harris on the return, and that's gonna be it. But yeah, no, I'm gonna mix in college football content all the way through the fall, hopefully. I'm gonna love it more than FIFA. I know I am. So there's gonna be less FIFA videos, less FC25 videos probably as frequently. There's gonna be like one of these and then one of those. But definitely thinking about doing a Kennesaw State Dynasty by myself, or maybe on the channel as a stream Dynasty or something like that. I don't know. There's going to be options for what I do. I'm considering them all. Parker McNeil is sacked. We're going to sim. We're going to sim to the end. It's only available when you're picking plays. So that means I have to choose a team. Let's choose the winning team. The team that will be advancing to the next round. And let's just get to the end so that we can see them run off the field and all that. Maybe I can use that for content. Oh, I gotta sim a play. Oh. I could run a play here. I know it's only available on picking plays. I was just going to pick a play. I guess I have to run a play. Good lord. Alright, we'll run a play. We'll run shakes. Let's, really? You have to run to this side? Alright, let's just dump it off to the running back. Alright. Call a timeout. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Look at that. We even got to run a play in this playoff. Not something I wanted to do, but let's skip ahead to the next quarter, and then skip ahead to the next quarter. I just want to see what happens. Army! Score! And again! Okay, Louisiana Tech score, and I don't want Army to necessarily come back, because then I'm going to feel bad. Let's sim to the end of the game and see what happens. Army almost came back, but didn't. And Louisiana Tech are moving on to the next round to face the Ragin' Cajuns from Louisiana-Lafayette. Parker McNeil and the Bulldogs advance, and they are the final team to do so from round 1 on to the quarterfinals. Technically, I guess this was 26-9, but we're going to call the final score 17-0 because that's where the first half ended, plus the first half from last game before this crashed, which was 3-0 La Tech. They dominated today. They won the game fair and square. both ways, and I think that's what's going to make me feel a little bit better. Some final shots, a little offensive lineman getting in the action with the pictures. Looking at the game stats to finish off this one here. Parker McNeil, 6'6", senior quarterback, so he would not be in College Football 25, but how about Marquise Crosby? 18 for 96 and a touchdown, and the thing that excites me the most is he is a freshman running back. If we manage to get Louisiana Tech as our Dynasty team in College Football 25, big shout out to Smoke Harris, too. Yeah, baby, who's a junior 5'7" receiver with speed. That is the best thing I've ever seen. Basically, he would be in the game. He would be in the game as long as he didn't transfer. That's very, very exciting. So, let's wrap up this stream with a few things here as we head back into the menus. Louisiana Tech moves on. And let's move them on. Go into my Canva. Go into the playoff. Make sure you guys can see this before I do anything with it. Yeah, we're done with the game, but let's leave the music in the background. It's kind of fire. Just making sure you guys can see it, and then I will advance the Bulldogs. So this is where we were. Kennesaw State and Louisiana Tech faced off, and the Bulldogs prevailed. It was technically Army, but the overalls were absolutely even. You all saw me do that twice. And Louisiana Tech moves on to face Louisiana in Louisiana. What a matchup we are going to have there. The winner will face the winner of the Old Dominion and UConn matchup, which will be faced off at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. And then the other side, we've got San Jose State facing off against Hawaii to go to the semifinal, and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. Big Reds team facing off against the Mean Green of North Texas, the Fightin' Joe Greens, to go to the semifinal. There is your quarterfinals, the matchups. 8 teams remain. 4 have been eliminated. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you joining me on the stream. It's been a lot of fun so far. It's only going to get more fun when the games start to mean even more. And there is one team at the end of this decided randomly who will be my College Football 25 Dynasty team to start with. I'm just so freaking excited for that game to come out. You should be too. My content's only going to ramp up as this